Hey, hey, hey! Ryzars. Good day, good day, good day. What's up, Cupcake, huh? Yo. How's everyone doing today? Hey, Ryzars! Welcome, welcome in! Hey, now, if you're new to the stream, quick introductions. My name is Ryzar Blazenfang, one heck of a Dinoboi from first stage production EN, second generation Ravenous, and today we are going to be playing our usual Story of Seasons, Friends of Mineral Town. You know, a nice day to unwind and relax, finally. As some of you may know, we had just come off of the GTA District 5 roleplay. 12 days finally complete. We said our farewells earlier, and it was one heck of a good time. It was a really good experience. Got to meet so many people. And holy shit. we made it, and it's very bittersweet. I think I mentioned this like last time. It's bittersweet in the sense where, you know, I can't believe it's finally over. It's like summer camp. Like, what the hell? But also the sweetness wherein I can finally sleep in, guys. I can finally get some rest. I can finally go to the gym regularly again. Oh my god. Whew. You did so good, right? Thank you. It was yeah, it was something. It was both fun and a learning experience for sure. And I think one of the best things is just being able to interact and meet people that under normal circumstances, you know, we probably wouldn't cross paths with till like way later or even at all. So I think that was like one of the most rewarding things. And yeah, hopefully we can do more stuff with some of the people that we've met from District 5. I for sure am more than excited and more than willing to do just that. Yeah. Ooh. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Hey, but did I see some treats from Cupcake right off the bat? Starting off with Bun Moe. Thank you for 4 months with the Blazing Gang Cupcake. 4 months. Yippee, yippee indeed. Thank you, Bun Moe. We also have Mr. Johan. Thank you for the cotton candy Ryzupa. Treat for Rai Rai. Terima kasih, Mr. Johan. Thank you. I graciously and gladly accept that treat. Sayori-chan, thank you for the mint chocolate Ryzupa. Hello, Rai Rai. How are you? Sending you hugs, kisses, and head pats. You know what? I could especially use the head pats because I am tired. Did you get a chance to get your yogurt? I got some yesterday. I haven't yet. But I did manage to get a substitute, which is Jello. Because I happened to pass by, because I went out for a quick bite earlier, and I happened to pass by a store which sold Jello. So I'm like, you know what? I'll settle for Jello. So yeah, still I'll probably go to the grocery sometime later this week though, because it's like finally I can get some errands done. I feel like I've held back on so much work that I needed to complete and so many errands that I've needed to do. So I'll finally have time to do those errands that I've been putting off. Mm-hmm. Are you winning quiz? That's a good question. Am I actually? We got through GTA, but at what cost? But it's really been fun though. I'm really happy with the experience that we've had. How have y'all been? I'm pretty sure some of the Ryzars are going to be excited to finally have your Dinoboi back in regular schedules, you know? Man. It was so funny to hear your character. Thank you. Dude, I was starting to give out towards the end. I was just glad that I could finally make the shift. Because holy moly, it was a lot of energy. I feel like the first few days I came out guns a-blazing with the character. But as the days went by and the more sleep I was starting to lose, I'm like, ooh, this is tough. This is tough. Especially since the server starts very early for me. So it's like, you know, needing to wake up at like what, 8 a.m. JST each morning. I usually wake up like past 9, past 10. And on top of that, I think what's really tricky for me is if I'm not able to go to the gym, I have a harder time sleeping at night. The things that comes out of Ryan's mouth is, dude, the amount of bull I pull out of my mouth on the daily throughout that role play was, I think it was especially evident in the first like few days. But you can obviously tell as the days were going by, I was starting to run out of fuel because the creative just wasn't as it just wasn't as fluid as it was during the first few days. But I feel like, you know, it does make sense because committing to a GTA roleplay server, especially for the full hours it's open, and on top of, you know, just going at it hours and hours a day, it really does feel, it does get very tiring. Your improv was very impressive. Thank you. And that's another thing, right? I just realized I've been speaking without Satsu music. Improv has always been one of my passions, and this was really just a good opportunity to, you know, pull out my inner theater kid and take on a challenge with the character direction that I did. So it'll be good. Man, so tired. The rare. You know, the funny thing is, I didn't even think of adding rare to my roleplay. It was supposed to purely be Jennifer Coolidge as the inspiration, but then I started feeling like I was gonna eventually run out of material. So I'm like, you know what? Let's spruce it up a bit by mixing in other characters, and I just started drawing whatever inspiration I could from whoever, and yeah, that's kind of what went into. What was kind of what was going on in my mind as far as, I wouldn't even call it fleshing out the character. It's just more of making sure the character keeps going during the entirety of the roleplay. I've been a bad girl. Actually, yeah, if I'm to ask some of you guys, what are the iconic Ryan Jenner moments for y'all? What are like quotes in your mind that stick out? I know I tweeted about this like the other day, but you know, since like we've gone through the full 12 days, like is there anything that stood out for you guys? Sugar Daddy number 67. Oh, I hate myself for that so much, but I knew people were gonna love it. I'm personally not a 6-7 fan, but you know, that's what the people love. And I knew it was something that people would be able to pick up on right away, right? Is that a thumb? Oh, dude. Yeah. Some of the more Filipino nuanced humor that I had was definitely influenced from looking at Facebook, looking at like TikTok, confession, yung mga ganun. But yeah, holy shit, I'm tired. But you know what? Like I say, even though I am quite the tired Dinoboi, I still like being able to spend time with Cupcake, which is why I decided to hang with you guys today. Yeah. And we shall play some Story of Seasons. So, you know, given the nature of Story of Seasons, it is a little bit more Zatsui. So, why don't we go ahead and... Okay. Sorry, I was just looking at a tag post. Didn't you talk about a different ending? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, there's definitely some different endings for Ryan. Yeah, we should definitely talk about that in the future. When I'm more alive or more awake, we'll probably do. I'm probably gonna have a gorilla either tomorrow or Friday to talk about, Ryan's character more, just so that you guys can get an idea of like what I had in mind for him. And I don't know if you guys noticed, especially during the last days, I feel like the way I've been titling the streams got a little bit more intense and then like the last bit, like today for example, the Twitter caption was like in glitched letters like psycho. And what caption did I use again for like going live? It was can't even remember what it was. So yeah, I I think one of my favorites is when you were distracting the police during humane heist. Yeah, honestly, that's one of my favorites too. And I think that that's probably one of my favorite one of my favorite Ryan Jenner moments, particularly because I think that was a good showing of how he's actually more of a thinker than people might realize. Like, he's actually very calculated. It's just that he hides behind this persona so well in order to throw people off guard that, that was his whole intention of going to Los Santos with that character in the first place. It's so that people would never really suspect him of doing some crazy shit, which is why he was able to fly under the radar for the longest time. Like, even for example, when he was working at the Vanilla Unicorn, like, if you look at in my opinion at least, if you look at all the employees of the Vanilla Unicorn, the last person I feel people would suspect of doing anything crazy would be Ryan. So, yeah. But I think that was like one of those moments where, like, if you really look beyond Ryan being silly, you could see that there's actually like gears turning, the cogs spinning. When it comes to him doing certain things. Like, it's not necessarily just because of it being an act, but there's also like a level of awareness and calculation. Yeah. So yeah, we're gonna dive into that deeper for sure next time. Unfortunately, you know how I titled, like, when I mentioned Psycho for the final day, there was some happenings I was really hoping to play out. Like, for example, I was really hoping that Ryan would get an encounter with the chief again. I was hoping that it would either be the chief or the captain that would arrest Ryan. But that unfortunately didn't come to fruition, because there would have been a scene I would have played out for Ryan had he had an encounter with the captain or chief. So there's that. And then there was also supposed to be, at the ending, there was supposed to be a part where, Ryan just fully divulges what his true plan is. Like, why he's been doing the things he's been doing this whole time. So yeah, there is a lot of tea to be spilled about Ryan. Yeah, there's a lot more. There's a lot more to dissect than just simply the laughs and giggles. Because, that's the character he's been playing this whole time. And I think it's been really successful for Ryan. Like, the only reason he started showing more of his non-persona side, that was somewhat also calculated as well. In fact, what he was doing was he was trying to infiltrate as many key circles as possible, in order to have a certain foothold to Los Santos as a whole. Like, starting off from the Vanilla Unicorn, getting into BGC, finding a friendship in Valentina, who eventually got connected to, who eventually got into the LAPD. sorry, LSPD. So yeah, there's a lot to talk about there. Like he did manage to forge some genuine connections, I would say, but he's also not one to shy away from abusing those connections and using those connections when the time comes. I was actually intending to have contact with Santos's gang as well, but things just got so busy, and I couldn't really find the opportunity and an opening to do so, so that just kind of got left on the back burner. Does Ryan count as a floater then? Yes, that's a very good way to put it, because like look at how quick he went from, you know, imagine spending days and days on end working with the vanilla unicorn, and then all of a sudden using his tailing tactics as an excuse to, you know, to kind of float away from vanilla unicorn and into the BGC. Like, so yes, I would definitely consider him a floater. Absolutely. Like, Ryan's definitely the type of person where he would seize opportunity. I will say though, I think Ryan does eventually come to a point where he sees the BGC as the best group for him to stick with because of their activity. Yeah. Which is why, you know, towards the end, he was like hanging with BGC. And, you know, there was no way he was ever going to betray them, of course, because that would be, that would kind of cause complications to his mission. And at the same time, there was never really any true betrayal. Even when he was giving information to Valentina, for example, there was never really a moment where he concretely threw someone under the bus. It was always just kind of playing towards hints or giving information that wouldn't fully direct the LSPD towards being able to incriminate someone. So yeah. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, it's definitely like arcs of and yeah, which is why I said from the beginning, if Ryan didn't really have any character development or happenings within the first 3 days, I would have dropped out already, because I wouldn't really know how to play the character. But since Ryan was able to land a job with the Vanilla Unicorn, that was a pretty decent foundation towards eventually figuring out how we can grow the character organically towards him becoming what he was in the end. So yeah. Thank you. What is the future for me as far as roleplays? I don't want to do an outlandish character for the next roleplay. I mean, I'm willing to revisit a character similar to Ryan in a future roleplay, but for the next roleplay server we get to do, whichever game it is, we're probably gonna hold off from that. I need a break. I want to be able to do something where I can focus more on more serious, probably deeper themes to a character, because this was just straight up me playing it light as well. The reason why I went for Ryan as a character was because, you know, when you're playing someone that's presenting as unserious, you have a little bit more flexibility with what you can do. You know what I mean? Unlike if you play a serious character, you're kind of limited based on, you know, you kind of put him in a box. You know what I mean? By having a character, if you have like a bit more of a fixed idea of what your character wants to become, whereas when it comes to Ryan, you know, he's just like kind of out there, being silly, being unhinged. You know, there's a lot more flexibility that you can do with that character. You can really put him in different spaces. There will, of course, be limitations as well, but you can just with that kind of character, you can float between any type of scenario, any type of conversation, and it'll always just be a good time overall. Dude, it was so funny too. I hopped in a VC earlier with the. Actually, you know what? Let's play some Story of Seasons while we're doing this chit chat. If you guys don't mind. So, okay, we are here. Let me lower the volume on that. What's kind of funny as well is... Sorry, wait, let me get the volumes up to normal. Okay. Definitely was a good time. Hell yeah. I'm glad you think so. Okay. Oh, we just finished the Fluffy Festival. Okay. Yeah. That's very good. What was I talking about again? I lost my train of thought as soon as we started shifting. Also, why are the animals still outside? Y'all enjoying your time outside, Moo Mooey? Mr. Johan, you enjoying too? Yeah. Aww. Yeah, related to Ryan. I forgot what I was going to talk about. Man, how y'all doing? Did you get your fix outside? Were you guys able to get your food? Yeah? Okay. RP servers. Yes. You know what? I completely lost my train of thought already. Yeah, I don't want to... Yeah, 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 I forgot. You know what? Let's what else? Do you guys have any questions about Ryan, by the way? Are there any anything you wanted to clarify? Like, it can be like related to the character itself, building up the character, any relations he had with different characters in the District 5 universe. About the future RP character, I guess it really depends on what game we get to play next. I think I definitely want to play something near, like, like being in power maybe, or being a public servant. I think public service particularly would be good. I think that's something that will be a bit easier for me to play, because I feel like, it's like it's a feeling and it's a job that I feel like even if I weren't in this space, I would consider a role or a job in public service. So, How does Ryan feel ultimately being with BGC? I think Ryan loves being with the BGC for sure. It's a role. It's a group where he can exercise his, his training as an agent from a foreign country without fully needing to break his full character, I guess. And I think it's also an environment where none of the members of the gang question why he is the way he is. What matters is he contributes to the bigger picture and realizing the goals and, just ending with successful heists, right? I mean, that's kind of the nature of gangs sometimes, right? You don't necessarily, of course, it'd be great if you like each other, but you don't necessarily have to, as long as y'all have skills which help you realize this bigger goal, bigger picture, then that's all that really matters, right? But I think at the same time, Ryan has definitely found camaraderie in the BGC as well. So, yeah. I think those would be his feelings with the BGC. Yeah. I think, even if, let's say, he is an agent, ultimately his loyalty is to his country. the secrets, the secret agency organization that he's part of. But that doesn't necessarily mean that he can't have a good time with people while working his cover, right? Oh, wait, was that a storm I saw? Oh, never mind. I thought it was like a storm graphic. Anyway, let's see how many days left for the sprites. Oh my god, I need to remember the menus in this game. 1 day. Okay, we need to hire the sprites. Yeah, we need to start hiring again. Oh, the puppy! Soupy! Our baby. That's one thing I forgot to do in the GTA roleplay. I forgot to get a pet. Okay, what other questions? Would you make an RP character related to Ryan? Ooh! That's a good question. I guess that would have to be within the context of assuming we do another GTA roleplay, right? That's a tough one. Because I think if ever I do a character that's related to Ryan, the relationship wouldn't necessarily be in blood. It would be by, because he's a sleeper agent at the end of the day, right? He's a double agent, sleeper agent. And usually when it comes to, the concept of sleeper agents, usually, at least from my understanding, is these are agents that are trained from even a young age. So, they're kind of mind conditioned to be of service to their country and, just be cunning and, just being able to integrate. So I would say Ryan wouldn't necessarily have any attachment to his biological family in the first place, because it doesn't, he from a young age, he was just trained to be an agent right away. So yeah, probably, that's probably the sad thing about Ryan, and probably why he enjoyed his time with BGC as well, because he doesn't have family in the first place. He was just trained to be an agent throughout his life. So yeah, that said, yeah, if ever, let's say I did want to go down the route of having someone, to roleplay someone similar to Ryan or has had some form of relation with Ryan, it would be within the capacity of a colleague, like maybe another agent. And the way I would probably go about it, if ever I was to do someone related to Ryan, it would be Ryan was redesignated to a different area. Maybe the organization thought that his talents were suited towards a better location, so he was moved to a different location, and in exchange they needed to bring in another agent to cover Los Santos to make sure that they continue the work Ryan's been doing. So that's probably how I would interject a character that's related to Ryan into a future roleplay, if it's GTA again. Yeah. Or who knows, doesn't even necessarily have to be GTA. If it's like a real world scenario, then yeah, it's possible. Oh wait, I forgot to milk the cows. Let's see. I was also curious if there was supposed to be a romance route you were planning. Yes! Yes! Yes. I think... Yes. Yes. I think the only... Yeah. Ryan would have definitely had a romance. I feel like the condition would have been, it had to be with someone who's opposite him in a way. And which is why, if you notice, a lot of Ryan's spark interactions were with people on the force. But yeah, I mean, it wasn't really Ryan's focus, of course. Any romantic route from the GTA RP would have just been a bonus, but it wasn't really like a priority. It was just more of it happened, would go with the flow, but it's not really integral to Ryan's storyline. It would have been spicy though. It would have been a spicy twist though, had Ryan actually established a connection and relation with one of the SPD. So yeah. Then yeah, something would have been people on uniform. Yeah. Because, you know, it's... I feel like Ryan definitely would have appreciated a officer. Because they're very similar in the sense where they're both trained. They went through a system. They... You know what I mean? So I think that would have been more Ryan's... towards Ryan's interest, yeah? And there were only so many officers on Spark, and I think from what clips I did see, all the officers Ryan has interacted with were ended up dating and getting taken. So it's like, oh, so yeah, there was like, but yeah, like I said, it's like not really integral to a story anyway. So it's not really a missed opportunity. And if anything, it just gives more freedom for Ryan to do whatever he wants to do. I like the distraction moments, yeah. Yeah. Mia! Thank you for dropping by, Cupcake. Take care at work. We're rooting for you always. Our sweet Mia. Lunch break, by the way. Oh. Me looking at the time. Oh. Out of all the LSPD, who would... Oh, like Ryzar or Ryan? Wait, I missed... Wait, let me... What were the other questions first, by the way? I will answer that, though. Between his country and the people he bonded with, do you see Ryan ever betraying the country or them? Oh, good question. Honestly, I think Ryan would ultimately... As sad as it might sound for those of you that are fans of Ryan being with BGC, I think Ryan would still choose country. And I think, you know, it's definitely one of those things that's hard to break. It's not that he's heartless, like, you know, he does have a relation with... He does value his relationship and the family that he's forged in BGC. But, you know, I feel like that's why it somewhat explores the concept of how... Fuck, I need to go to the sprites now. It's just how he was programmed, yeah. But like I said, while his loyalty is to his country, to the agency that he works for, he would never betray BGC. He would always like want to work towards making sure that BGC was okay. So, yeah. For the groups he encountered, which is his top? First being the bestest, BGC. BGC and Vanilla. I'd say it's a tie between BGC and Vanilla Unicorn because he enjoyed his time in both for different reasons. Wait, let me just get these. Yeah, definitely. It's hard. It would be hard for Ryan to choose between VU and BGC, yeah. Sorry, 1 second. Okay. Did I get that right? Let me just make sure I have the jobs done correctly. Okay, yeah, I think we're good. Who do you think he would have been interesting? That's a tough one. That's a really tough one. feel like Ryzar would have been open to anyone from the LSPD. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, anyone. Yeah, it's hard to say. It's hard to pinpoint a specific person. I think Ryan would have really enjoyed Hilby, though. At least, you know, this is me basing it off of clips. It's hard to gauge based on actual interactions, because a lot of the interactions that Ryan had with the officers were, what do you call this? They were, you know, they were in his persona, right? So there wasn't as much meaningful connection that Ryan was able to establish with any of, probably the only exception would be Valentina, I guess, but they were more like buds. So I don't think anything would have flourished from that beyond a friendship. Unless, I mean, you'll never know though, right? You'll never know. I'm very flexible and organic when it comes to how the story evolves with Ryan, so I'm not rigid on the idea of, you know, because, you know, there could have been roleplay interactions where it could have led a different route. You'll never know, right? Yeah. In my opinion, it's going to be something big. Yeah, I feel like it has to be really, really big. I was rooting for Ryan Dubby pair. That admittedly I think is, I mean, for roleplay purposes, sure, it could happen, but yeah. I think the tricky part is like I like outside of things, like I really do view Dubby as like a brother in a way. Like we're very, I feel like he's one of the people I'm closest to, not only in terms of the liver space, but just in life in general. So yeah, that would be, you know, I could never really picture myself, yeah, like pare, unless you guys, you know, then again, you know, I guess that's what makes it a stronger ship too, right? Like to actually care for a person a lot IRL, to actually give a shit about a person a lot IRL, that does make for a stronger ship, I suppose. So yeah, I guess if that's like what you're rooting for, then congratulations. It's not really, yeah, it's not too far-fetched. Giving your really old friends too, exactly. Wait, I forgot to do the chickens. I think I've done the chickens yet. Yeah, but you know, I think, yeah, I guess that's what makes the dynamic better, and that's why I don't know if I think it really shows as well. Like out of all the people in the server, Dubby was the one I was willing to mess around with the most, and fool around with the most. It was him and maybe Joe King. Yeah. I think it really did show. Really knowing the other party would pay it. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and even like, you know, the bits I was able to do with Malum at the beginning, I think that's another clear sign. Because obviously I'm not going to be pulling that much shit out of my ass with just anyone, right? Not even because, it's not because like of familiar, you know, because I have like a bias towards them. It's more of, if I were to do that, if I were to pull that kind of shit with a random person, there's always that 50-50 of, are they going to enjoy it or not? But, you know, since I know Malum to a certain extent, it's like, okay, I know like Malum's going to be fine if I pull this shit on him. Like he's going to be okay with it, right? Oh, the ad placement and Malum immediately picking it up. Yeah. And, you know, those particular moments show you can sense a seasonedness there for sure. And you know what the funny thing is, there was actually I saw a clip from Illyra where she was talking about how she was able to pick up right away that me and Altus, when interacting as Ryan and joking, there was a familiarity there right away. So it's very interesting how she was able to pick up on that, because that just leans into our whole discussion about comfort interacting and role playing with different people and how far I'm able to push it. So yeah, some good insight there. Weather is nice. Hello, doctor. Wait, what? Okay. I thought he said something different. I'm like, wait, did I miss something? Here comes the new sprites. Here you go. Here you go. It's like giving Baon, like, okay, here's yours, and here's yours. Oh, we need to buy more carrots though. Wait, let's do our chores first, maybe in the barns, just to get that out of the way. The season dynamic, yes. But I think another thing I was really careful with was, I don't think I've ever done roleplay where I've pushed the envelope like I did with Ryan Jenner in terms of the jokes I've been doing. You know, the jokes and the comedy of the character. So I was very mindful. I try to be very mindful of that. And at the end of the day, I'm just really happy that, you know, people on the roleplay server were fine with playing along with that character. Because it is really... yeah. It's something. It's something, that Ryan Jenner character. So, yeah. It's kind of funny. Oh, wait. We keep on forgetting to do the milk. Okay. Oh, wait. You're blocking the way. I'm stuck. You Harmony. Yeah, that's another one of my, that's a favorite of mine. I think May, Anya, and Ryan in the same room. Oh my god. Ryan's ref is kind of, if you know, you know. That's very true. That's very true. And even then, I was happy that that was another big worry of mine, right? Because not everyone's going to be aware of the whole Jennifer Coolidge humor. But even if people weren't aware of Jennifer Coolidge, they still vibed with the humor. So I think that was a win, because at the back of my mind, that was for sure a bit of a concern, which evaporated almost immediately. Because, you know, I was starting to notice that people I knew for a fact who did not know who Jennifer Coolidge was still enjoying the entertainment factor of it. So on Kyle's POV, he was laughing. Oh, really? I didn't get to watch the clips full yet, but I'm glad to hear. You know, that's my whole thing at the end of the day as well, right? I'm really hoping that through portraying Ryan Jenner, it's not just about like doing crazy antics. I just really wanted to as well, hopefully, for those that interact with Ryan Jenner, have a good time interacting with my rather outlandish character. I would have loved for Ryan to do more. Yeah, honestly, same. It's a shame that I came in late, but it's all good as well. Confession, I didn't know who's Jennifer. That's fine. That's fine. Don't worry. I have a lot of friends that still don't know who Jennifer Coolidge is. Does it make you feel you're being Ryan in each day out of GTA? Like I've heard others slowly incorporating the character IRL unintentionally. Yes. That's a very good thing to bring up. I found myself, especially at the first few days of the GTA, I found myself, did I tell you guys when I put on the Jennifer Coolidge accent while ordering food the other day? So yeah, the first few days I was so into the Jennifer Coolidge inspired side of the character that even in VC, like I was talking to some of the participants and I just immediately went into, like, not even for the gag of it, just because of the habit of needing to put it on. Like I ended up speaking like Jennifer Coolidge, and I'm like, oh my god, this is so It was so crazy. Flower for you. Okay, it just became natural, exactly. But no, as I was starting to lose a bit of steam, it definitely watered down a bit. If I recall correctly, Croc's character kept making refs to Jennifer Coolidge. Yeah, especially when we were interacting. And I think out of all the characters from the roleplay, Croc was one of my favorites. That's like the kind of character I like to follow. Yeah, my favorite character in terms of story and arc are probably like just looking at the overall. Croc as Shelby, right? As wait, my brain is not working. Give me a moment. Let me think. But yeah, you're as Valentina. Who else? Captain Shelby's so badass. Yeah. Oh wait, why am I watering the plants? Why am I forget, that's why I have the sprites. Why am I watering the plants? I should just be focused on picking stuff up. Oh, there we go. Speaking of picking stuff up. I like how Croc gets you and play with you some. Yeah, honestly, that too. Like, Croc got it. Croc got the character. Yeah, I feel like outside of the GTA roleplay, he's one of the guys I definitely want to do something collaborative with in the future. And he's a dinosaur too, so, you know, hell yeah, more dinos. We gotta get the Dino Bros in. Maybe pull Gerard in for a collab too and just have like a full-on dinosaur collab, right? Yeah. There's definitely some people from the GTA server I really want to do a collab with soon. I really want to. Oh, you know another person that I thought really did good? Nana as Roku Nana. I like Roku Nana's... I don't know. There was something about how Roku Nana was doing the character. I think what really impresses me the most is, aside from... It's one of two things. Either when people are able to play a character so well that you feel like... When you know when a person's really good at portraying their character if you see them more as their character than the VTuber behind it. You know what I mean? Yeah. Admittedly, I wasn't able to follow much of Roku Nana's character development and story, so but at least the clips I have seen, it's like, whoa. And even like when I see Roku Nana in public, it's like, oh, that's so cool. Also got to give it to Roscoe. Roscoe was really in character. Like, he played his character well. I'm proud of the boy. I almost felt bad for goofing around with him because he was just so in character. And then there's me just like pulling random shit on him. Yeah, and like quick off-topic deviation, like Octavio and Nana's rewrite the I don't know the proper title of it. Is it Rewrite the Stars? Their duet, still one of the best things I've ever heard in my life as far as livers doing covers or originals. In that case, cover, but holy shit. I was on a whole different level of insane. Like, oh my god. Jaw drop. Mic drop. Hotel Trivago. Goodness gracious. I actually re-listened to that a few times because it was just that freaking good. Who else? Was there anyone else whose character I really enjoyed? Oh, Freed with, of course. Freed was phenomenal. I did not know he had that in him. Holy shit. And he was really fun to bounce off of. I love characters like that where, like the rule of improv is like you're able to bounce off and banter. Like, oh, so good. So good. Like, he really won me over with his portrayal of Dwemer in GTA Roleplay. I respect that so much. Yeah, it was really cute. Yeah. Honestly, and Altus with the freaking Uncle I never thought he would do, because it's been a long time thing within FSP behind the scenes that we all knew that Altus was capable of doing the Uncle Roger voice, but never in a million years did I think he would actually bring that forward into a character for the roleplay. And I'm so happy he did, because he nailed I know so many people enjoyed him. And when it comes to character inspirations, I feel like Uncle Roger is definitely like a more of the times reference that especially for livers and people that watch VTubers, like a lot of people will get that reference. Like the Jennifer Coolidge reference I was doing is a bit more niche in a way. So yeah. And yeah, for 12 days too, Jesus Christ. Sounds as not joking. Yeah, exactly. That's always the funny thing too. Like whenever we'd hang out in VC, because like sometimes the participants of VCraft would hang out in VC, and yeah, some would hang out in VC, and like the common thing would be like, wait, shit, that's the way you sound? Like, wait. And then they're like, oh, I can't unhear you anymore. I can't unhear you as this character anymore. Which is, yeah, really funny. I really do hope, though, that for a future RP, we can just do regular voice. I mean, I don't mind doing an accent again, but I don't want to do anything as intensive as the Jennifer Coolidge impression I was doing. That was really intensive. Yeah, because, like, obviously, that's the beauty of the GTA roleplay too, right? You get introduced to so many, it's not just us, but also to our audiences. You're able to meet different livers that you normally probably wouldn't come across under normal circumstances. So it's kind of the same for us, where, we're meeting livers which we've never heard of, maybe never seen, never watched before. And so, we don't know what they actually sound like or what their personality is. Our introduction to a lot of these people is through the roleplay. So when we suddenly start talking to them outside the roleplay, it's like, whoa, like, who is this person? Or we wouldn't even realize that, wait, that was you? So yeah, really, really, really fun. Really, really fun. Oh. 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 A calf was born. I better give it a name. Let's go. This is Netherena, right? This is Netherena. Wait. Oh, it doesn't fit. Probably would do Rena. Oh man, I wish Netherena was here so we can confirm, but probably Rena? Oh yeah, Mary with that oh my freaking god. Mary with that voice. Yeah, Mary's commitment to Bob. Oh man. I hope Netherena would be fine with just Rena. Yeah, Bob Burgerweather was Mary. And then when you hear him speak on stream, it's like, oh, and then you hear him as Bob, it's like, like you go from this soft dog, the soft speaking dog boy to but again, it's just fun that way, how you're able to see them dive into these different characters. Yeah. Wait, Oh my god. Okay. After we get through year 2 winter of Story of Seasons, we're gonna take a break from Story of Seasons to explore more games. Another big shock, I think. Oh, tonight! Yes, actually, wait. Speaking of tonight. Oh, like holy moly. Tonight's another one of my favorites. Like LAN really, like I did not see, like I was not seeing LAN. Cause like, you know how for some people, you know, you see them as their liver self, even if they're into the RP. But LAN was a completely different story. Like LAN, oh my god. Damn. Oof. She had Los Santos on a chokehold for real. Oh my god. Even I found myself like, oh my god, when even in the small interactions, I'm like, you know when you're talking to someone and like sometimes there's like certain people because of the aura they have, you have trouble looking them in the eye. That was how I felt interacting with Miss Knight every single time, even as my employer in game. Oh my god. Goodness gracious. Yeah, like, you know, whenever she interacts with us, I'm like, you're talking to me? You're talking to me, man? You're talking to me? Oh yes, Captain Adler. I loved Captain Adler's character. I don't know who the liver is behind Captain Adler, but they did phenomenally well. I kind of want to see you race Luca in GTA. Both of you are good at... Are you sure about that? Have you seen me drive? Are you sure about that? Wait, B2B was Adler? Oh, that explains why they were yellow. Oh, that makes so much more sense now. On that Humane Labs. Oh, yeah. Another one of my 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I think we have 12, right? Yeah, it's 12. Okay. Ooh. Yeah, I like Adler. Oh, you know another one that I like? Profit margins. Oh my god. All the interactions of profit margins and Kyle, I was like, because they kept the clips were appearing on my For You, and when I was at dinner, I was howling. Oh lord, that shit was funny. The stalker, it was so freaking funny. I can't. I need to watch I need it, like that's like one person who I feel I want to see like all the VODs of, because I don't know how he did that. I don't know where he pulled all of that from, but it was so good. The blimp was so funny. Yes, the blimp and him arriving on the island where Kyle was. Oh god. Oh goodness gracious. On Remy or Regal. Admittedly, I wasn't able to follow much of Remy's storyline. I think for Regal, I mean, Roy is just, you know, he's just like phenomenal at what he does. Like, actually. Like, you know that, you know, when you're watching Roy RP, you know it's going to be quality. What happened? Yeah, there's so I get you though. Yeah, there's so many stories. Mr. Toad. Oh my god, Mr. Toad, yes. Yes, Mr. Toad. Hello. Now that's I think that's like a good example of like coming up with that one-liner that punches. Like a one-liner which punches, you repeat it, and it eventually becomes an earworm for people. And that was Mr. Toad. Like, Mr. Toad is a very good example of that. Hello. And I remember like the first days I was encountering Mr. Toad, I'm like, what the frick is going on? Like, what? But it became very endearing. It actually became very endearing. Hello. I'm Mr. Toad. I love it. I love it. Hello. It's such a... Oh man, I can't unhear it in my head. Hello. So good. I like Higsby as well. In terms, especially with how Envy was doing the kind of like BTS stuff on Twitter. Not BTS stuff, but you know, like it's like in the mind of RP of the character he's role playing. So I thought that was pretty good too. Officer Omi, I love Omi. I love Omi so much. My sweet, sweet Omi. Must protect at all costs. Oh, Officer Omi. Omi. Yeah. Dear Ma, I know! How dare he do that, dude? Like, every time Envy would do the Dear Ma's, I'm like, oh, God. Like, and... Because, like, the time he tweets it, too, is, like, whenever... It's, like, a period when I take a moment to doom scroll, and then it pops up, and I'm like... Like, oh... I need to send my therapy to the LSPD. Yeah, I feel like there was so much angst going on with LSPD. I feel like there were some very angsty things going on there. Very, very angsty stuff for sure. Oh, goodness gracious. That was angst central right there. I couldn't even follow everything, to be honest. I could barely keep up because of how many things were going on there. But such is the nature, I feel, when you're in the police force in situations like that. I would definitely want to play a villain. I definitely want to play a criminal again, though. Yeah, I'd want to do criminal. Would you ever want to be a role where you do car chases, Rye? Maybe I would. Maybe. Yes, mayhaps, mayhaps. Imagine real life cops even more angsty, then add more gore. Idolize Ryzar in uniform. I would do LSPD. Like, if ever... Honestly, if I was invited to, because I think those were the two roles that were, like, preset, right? Where, like, they were pre-scouted. Like, EMS and LSPD. Because there was a lot more preparation and training that was needed for the characters. Yeah. I would have done LSPD. EMS... Actually, no, I would have done both. Honestly, if I was invited to either, I would have said yes. How many days did they train for LSPD? From what I know, a lot. I think it was a lot. I wish we had gotten invited to LSPD or EMS. Like... That one pin... I love the moderators. I freaking love the moderators so much. I was so happy. I was really, really happy that when I found out, like, a lot of the mods were Filipino, I'm like, oh, fuck yeah. Yeah. And it was, low-key, I feel like some of my favorite banters, unironically, from the roleplay were with them. Like, actually, I feel like the feel-good moments for me were when I got to do interactions with them. Yeah, they were... Yeah, I believe that was them. It was either them or Nemu. Yeah, si Ate Ganda. Si Ate... Yeah. Si Ate Gorgeous. Yeah, they were great. I really hope we get to... I mean, you know, on one hand, I know it's a lot of work for them, but if ever we get to be in a GTA roleplay server again, I really hope it's them, because they were so much fun. Yeah, they were... I adore them so much. Okay. All right. Got them intervening crap. For sure. Can I ship this? Yep, I guess so. Oh man, every single day I swear there's something to like harvest, which is good, but so much work. In hindsight, I should have... Mod stocking OC to BGC was amazing. I love that. I love that. BGC... What can I say? It's, God's favorite child, yeah. You know, rapport is a thing for sure. Like, you know, rapport. This is why rapport is important. When Ate Ganda said, tama na yan, asim mo pre. Ito ako sa ending ni Tim, sabi ng God's chill ka lang. Man, I mean, I get, okay. I know that, you know, it's classic BGC to, like, you know, fail a heist, but I was really hoping we could have landed that last heist, man. I was so sad. I was really hoping we could have pulled it off. But, you know, like I said, at the end of the day, it's a poetic way to end BGC's run in the server. Time I got Lord Patawan, Lord Teleport B. Tim. Gerard is great. I don't know where Gerard gets all his energy, man. It's a spectacle in itself. and I love it. That is a very energetic man. A very, very energetic man. Wait. Smiling on when you speak in PH, yeah? Lord Patawan. I wish one thing I wish I had was more serious interactions. Which is why I really like the interactions I had with Valentina, because you know those were the few times where we were able to show Ryan's actual, you know, agent self. I mean, sure, like Ryan was able to let down his guard with BGC, where he was showing much more of himself than the persona, but at the same time, there was still like a certain guardedness, I suppose. The boat distraction scene you did made my jaw and stomach hurt, and I was like, what the hell is he saying? Yeah! I really like the person that clipped the key moments, because each moment was truly deliberate. Like, to the person that clipped the... wait, why am I watering the plants again? Yeah, I mean, in my defense, like when they were asking if I didn't realize like they were asking like OOC-ish already. I thought they were baiting me to try to admit that I was with the gang. Like I was just in character the entire time, you know. I was like at lock-in mode where I'm not gonna sell out, you know, where I'm not gonna sell out the people I'm with, and like my mind in that moment was like, if I didn't admit to having companions, you know, they couldn't incriminate me for anything. Yeah, you distracted them so well the chase almost didn't happen. I know, right? Like BGC was able to exit. Oh my god. And then, because you know, that was my first like actual bigger heist, right? I didn't know, like, you know, technically officers were already alerted when stuff was gonna happen. So in my mind, I was locked in towards like them not realizing, in a way. Yeah, I didn't realize like they actually fully knew that that was happening. In my mind, I was just thinking, oh, maybe there was like a patrol or a routine, or maybe someone tipped them that we were raiding the humane labs. I didn't realize like they actually were in on the fact that BGC was doing the heist, and that, you know, like an actual chase was going to be expected. Got me on edge when you're the last man on the boat. Yeah, that was fun. I locked the frickin' when that boat thing was happening. And we got very lucky with the point where I dropped. That was, you know, because I didn't want to just drop out in the open. It had to be somewhere where there's like some kind of curvature where Ryan could run to and hopefully take cover. After you jump, I love how you give the gang the infos while also distracting them. Yeah, that's like my favorite big brain moment of Ryan for sure. I think that's forevermore going to be like one of my favorite moments from the roleplay. I mean, I don't actually know if the cops realized I was relaying information, because I had forgotten there was that action, like when you're relaying, you know how like when I'm using the walkie-talkie, like Ryan's hand would go up. When you saw the heli spying on you at the hill, they're just chilling there. Oh, Lamau. The little comms is so amazing. Bless your quick thinking. Thank you. You were so awesome there. The way you low-key relay for the BGC was so fired. The god. And like, you know when I went bah, like that was technically intentional as well. It wasn't just for the memes. Oh wait, what? Okay. you know, there was actually reason for that too. So the reason I did the bah, it wasn't just necessarily for the memes. It was also like to kind of signal to BGC that I got this. Like, I wasn't intimidated. I wasn't scared. It's more of like, yeah, if I'm able to bat through the walkie-talkie, it means that I got the situation under control. Like, it's not dire. Just focus on what you're doing down there. I got the officers. Do what you need to do. So, yeah, that's why I did the bat. I had one mistake with the comms relay though. That one part where I said, like, look at those 4 officers, because I was thinking and relaying that strictly from the POV of what I was seeing. I forgot to think of how that would have come off when they heard it. So, like, if I were BGC Underground and I heard that, my assumption, which I think, you know, they did make the assumption that instead of 4 people, it was 6 people, because I already had mentioned the 2 that I was talking to, and then the other 2 in the distance. So when I said 4 people on the beach, they were thinking, oh, it's like the 2 people on the distance plus maybe an additional 2 more people. So that's like one minor slip up in the relaying of information to BGC without the officers noticing. But not that it really mattered. It didn't really affect the bigger picture at hand. If anything, it just makes BGC more careful going up if they thought that there were like 6 officers, which, you know, kind of led to the whole plan of them deciding, you know what, let's just swim far, far away and then emerge instead of going to the beach where Ryan is. I can lie, I thought it was still safe since you were hooking for a fun. Yeah. Regal and Adler were just chilling in the alcohol. They were waiting for you guys. Oh, okay. Yeah, because in my mind, I'm like, oh, are they onto us? Like, did they happen to be surveying the area and they happen to see the boat and think, ooh, that's kind of sus. Let's watch from a distance. And I'm like, oh, wait, okay. Yeah, I was just locked in on them. I was locked in on them possibly not knowing that we were doing a heist. Regarding the walkie-talkie pose, I mean, Ryan is known as, well, unique. So when you do that pose, Ryan-wise, I think doesn't look weird. Yeah, exactly. Because, you know, obviously, it's multiple layers of... It's like a whole nother layer of mind games, right? Because obviously the role players know that it's Ryan. Because nobody... If the voice enough doesn't give it away, then the antics would, right? So I was playing with people knowing that it's Ryan. So, you know, which is why I say Ryan's persona of being silly is a great cover up for him, because it disarms people. It makes people think less of him in a way. It makes people think that he's not intelligent. But in reality, that's the beauty of his persona, where he can use that to his advantage where people underestimate him. So even as he's relaying key information, you know, it's very purposeful. It's very intentional. Yeah. And, you know, it kind of worked in our favor having the pose while doing the walkie-talkie, because if you're not aware of how the movements fully work, when Ryzar raises his arm to do the walkie-talkie, it's like he's just doing another sexy pose, right? It's like that sexy pose people, you know, like when people like do like the biting the finger, for example. That's kind of what it looked like. So, yeah. So yeah, that's why that's one of my favorite moments, because there's like layers upon layers where you can really dissect what was actually going on and what my thought process was if you really look beyond the comedy of it. Was there anyone you wanted to interact with but never got to? Probably I got to interact with them, but not to the capacity I wanted to. Probably the chief, Vox. There was... Okay, let me spoil one of the last day scenarios that could have happened. So, you know how during a prior day, Vox and Yura, so sorry, that's Serpico and Valentina, caught Ryan at the trailer park while he was stealing. So had Serpico caught Ryan again on the last day and brought him to jail and talked to him, Ryan would have shown his real self at that point. Like, he would have just fully, like, let his true colors show. Like, there was, like, dialogue ready for had that happened. Wait, did I forget to do anything? I fed the chickens, right? Yeah, I did. So yeah, that could have been alternate ending. That could have been one of the endings for Ryan, where you would have seen like him fully dropping the mask. And that's partially why I had the psycho title on Twitter. That's why I had like the jumbled text, because Ryan, I was ready to take the mask off fully finally, but there wasn't any opportunities that presented itself. So it's like, it's okay. Then we just get the happy ending of Ryan working with BGC. Yeah, there would have been drama. It would have been along the dialogue of, I can act it out, I guess. Like, for example, I'm in prison talking to him and like, you have no idea what you're really getting yourself into, officer. It would have been thinking like, you chase these gangs, thinking you're able to chase some form of justice. But you can never really see the bigger picture, don't you? You have no idea what's to come to this world. Heck, what you see here is only but small fry. If you could only see the true horrors and nightmares that would await this world, and here you are trying to chase this whole ideal of justice. Something like that. So that would have been like how it went down. They're like, Ryan's not worried. Like, he doesn't care how many times he goes to jail. Like, the only reason he was concerned about not going to jail was he wanted to keep his cover, in order to, keep face with the image he was showing. That part of Ryan's identity? Yes! Yeah, under the right circumstances, Ryan would have showed his identity. He just laid and acted. Yeah, that's kind of what ended up being the ending for Ryan. It's just like, this is my new family. Another day, another slave with BGC. And, him adapting to his new life under Bunjing Gang City. Wait, it's Tuesday. Wait, we should check the food channel. So, yeah. Missed opportunity, but hey, we can save it for a future roleplay, right? Wait, entertainment. Yeah, there we go. But yeah, it was really fun. It was really, really fun. Wait, we forgot to pick up our thing. Wait, we forgot to pick up the thing we commissioned the blacksmith. Bend and snap viral. Oh yeah, I kept on. It was supposed to be something I did recurringly, but I just started getting lazy. To like need to open the emotes window over and over again. I'm like, nope. Yeah, you guys got the wholesome ending. There was also a romance ending. Well, not really a romance. I wouldn't call it ending, but it's more of like romance. Think of it this way. You know how in a visual novel, like you can still get a good ending, but miss scenes if you're not able to do certain interactions? That's how I would describe Ryan's romance routes. It's not necessarily, I mean, it's possible to have a full romance ending, but there were still ways romance could have played into certain scenes. Especially if he ended up with someone from the LSPD. Even if it was just flirting. Like, for example, if Ryan ended up dating someone from the LSPD, and, if they ended up dating Ryan without knowing that he was an agent, and then later on they found out he was an agent, like, Ryan, there would have been an Easter egg there, actually. There actually would have been a really fun Easter egg there for the Ryzars. So let's say, for example, imagine this. Choose whichever officer you want. Imagine Ryan dating an LSPD officer without the officer knowing his true, his true self. And then on the last day, Ryan gets arrested. And that same person he's dating finds out that Ryan's arrested and encounters him knowing full well that he was putting on a persona all along. Like Ryan would have been like... It must be like it'll probably be something along the lines of a shame you must think to find the person you enjoy the time with is actually like like a villain, like a criminal, a mastermind, and then like a parting words would have been like, unfortunate, I really did take a liking to you. Perhaps in another life things would have been very, very different. So yeah. I like Croc for Ryan. Croc Shelby. Okay. I would feel so bad. I would feel so bad if it was Shelby. I would feel so bad. Like, yeah, he has this, and yeah, he has his own yaoi going on in the LSPD already. I don't want to intrude on. Well, now that I think about it, Shelby and Hilby were the people he was interacting with on Spark, so never mind. Vanity is never zero. Oh yeah. I mean, if Ryan and Valentina hardcore interacted with each other, that could have been something. Joke question: what would be Ryan's toxic yaoi ship minus whatever the hell with Luke? Toxic yaoi relationship. If he had one, probably, like, this is all hypothetical, right? His toxic relationship in a hypothetical world would have been maybe high key, maybe someone like Omi? Maybe? Barbie? Oh, Barbie. Yeah. I feel like the ladies of the Vanilla Unicorn though are like very, they're more like bestie than potential love, like LI, right? Yeah, I feel like, okay, here's the angle, right? If we're talking within yaoi terms, so like for example, one of you brought up Shelby as a shoulda, woulda, coulda been, right? And the dynamic would have been, I guess, like Shelby being the more dominant one, right? Exactly. So like someone like Omi, for example, that would have been toxic doomed in a way, because, you know, like for someone like Omi's character to find out that Ryan is isn't what he's, not only isn't the person that he's seen, but is the kind of person he is, that would have devastated him. Yeah, exactly. I feel like that would have hurt. You know, that would be like, oh my god, like, why? You know? Yeah. So you see what I mean? You see the type of character that would be required for Ryan to have that kind of talk. Actually, you know what? Even with characters like Shelby and Hilby, I guess it would still work. But yeah, all hypotheticals. You never really know unless the RP actually plays out, right? Found out Tim came back to crime. Aww. Yeah. Yeah, it'd be like that. Is the thing with Luca genuine? Ryan pulled this excuse out of his... Oh! Yes, he pulled it out of his ass. He absolutely pulled it out of his ass. Because... You know, Ryan just said it to break it off with Luke. Yeah, he absolutely just said that to break it off with Luke. It wasn't... it was more of a spoof moment I did in the moment, but I wouldn't say it's fully canon. Like, Ryan being straight is... No, that was like, because I think in that case, Ryan definitely had a... You know, Ryan genuinely enjoyed Luke, I guess. So, you know... within the capacity of a friend. So Ryan didn't have it in him to, you know, like, if Luke was asking him out on a date, it's like Ryan's like, uh-oh, this guy actually like likes me more than what I thought. So, you know, I guess Ryan's intention is, yeah, he found a friend in Luke, you know, because Luke was always so accommodating of Ryan. So, you know, there was like, but knowing he could never end up with Luke, for example, given the parameters of what his work is and why he's in Los Santos in the first place, like Ryan's idea of saving his friend is like, I mean, you guys have probably seen this in like different stories, yeah? Where the protagonist goes, it's better if you just didn't know me, or it's better if you just don't love me instead of trying to pursue me. So it's like he broke his heart with intention. Yeah. Like in hopes that one day he'll just get over, you know, the idea of Ryan and move on to someone else and live a happy life. So yeah, that's kind of the logic of it. Like, it's like you'll find someone better who will like love you more than I could ever potentially. So yeah, that's why it played out the way it did. I mean, sure, it was a funny in the moment, but you know, again, like there are some things that Ryan does where on surface level it's funny, but there's sometimes like more deeper thought to it than just like for the shits and giggles. Yeah. Yeah, funny but heartbreaking. Yeah, I felt so bad. I felt so bad doing it in my heart. I'm like, man. Like there was a part of me OC that like, fuck, but I have to do it. Because, you know, Ryan, I think, would feel that Luke deserves better. Like Ryan's thoughts would be like, yeah, Luke deserves to have a good life, a good family. He deserves to find someone that would love him fully and like, you know, make Luke their world just as much as Luke would make the person he loves his world. So yeah. Now that's Doom Diawi. That's the Doom Diawi right there. You know, because some love stories are like, I would have loved you better than they would, but it's like the opposite where there's someone else out there that would love you more than I could ever. Ryan taking decisions by his own, yeah. Well, that's like a character flaw in Ryan. He would always think that his decisions are the best, even if it's at the cost of other people's feelings, etc. Not willing to explore possibility. Oh, sorry. I like pause him like, is it raining? Yeah, that hurts so bad, right? Right? Do be sad. Yeah. Well, if you were looking for Doomed Yowie, that's your behind the scenes. It didn't seem like it because of how funny it is, but yeah, that's actually Doomed Yowie right there. Right, like someone has to tell him when he's wrong. Exactly. And even then, Ryan would probably just sneer at them and be like, hey, you're trying to tell me what? You're trying to say that I'm wrong in my thinking? That's funny. He'd probably like internally be like that. Like if he didn't have the mask on, he'd just be like, you're funny. I'm right. You're the one that's actually wrong. Lamau. He could fix Ryan. Oh my god, not the I can fix him trope. Oh my lord. Man, that's just straight up a yaoi right there. I can fix him, and then the story proceeds. Luke finally gets over his gambling habit, starts working a regular job, and works very hard to live a new life in order to show that Ryan can change, and he, if he can change, then so can you. Oh my lord. Bro, we're just like AO3 in this shit at this point. This Ola's Wattpad story. Yeah, and then if Ryan ended up someone with the LSPD, for example, it would have been like, it would have been very cheeky, I feel. You know, like the type of yaoi where they're both cocky bastards, and then one of them eventually dominates the other. That's yeah. that's the type of story that would have unfolded. It's just trope on trope on trope of trope. Yeah, that's why I'm saying someone in the force would have been Ryan's ideal love interest, because it's gonna be like it's gonna be a play on power dynamic. There are tropes for a reason. It works. Exactly. He fell first, but he fell harder type. Yeah, kinda. Especially when they find out about their actual, like, when they discover what they're actually like. Actually funny. The challenge, exactly. Wait, we keep forgetting to go to the blacksmith. Well, I more so forget to keep going. We need to go to the blacksmith. I gotta remember. Oh, wait, let me keep the milk, actually, because we can test out the thing. Man, they just get to tweet thumbs. They just get to chill. Remind me of the random roosters during GTA. Oh my god, Nemu. Oh, dude, if I still used to live in the Philippine countrysides, holy shit, that would have been me. That actually would have been me. Oh god. You were from Princess more so, I believe. Baka queen ng manok yarn. I loved it. Every time I heard it in the background, I had to stop myself from like breaking character and laughing. Because I totally get the pain. Like, that was me when I was taking online classes, like, way back. I just have, like, chickens, especially when it's, like, morning online classes. There'd just be, like, chickens going, and I'm like, oh my god. That we need to cook chicken? Yeah. There should have been a fried chicken thing going on. She would have been the goat. Wait, is he still closed? Oh, they're not open yet. My bad. Sorry about that. I didn't realize. That'll be threatening to turn them into adobo. Ooh, I haven't had adobo in forever. Man, I miss adobo. W is more of truck noises? Wait, did he? I didn't hear. I'm assuming, yeah. Oh my god, it's so funny. Jollibee and Mang Inasal GTA. Right? We need that. We need Jollibee and Mang Inasal. Never got a chance to have a hot dog? He never did, formally speaking. There is a hot dog emote though, but you know, it just doesn't feel the same whipping hot dog out of nowhere. But then again, I guess in hindsight, that could have also been a trope where Ryan just constantly noms on a hot dog, but it's similar to why I didn't do the bend and snap as much during the roleplay, because it's a pain in the ass to have to do the emotes. And to have to do it repeatedly, it's like, Hearing the chicken from her side made me want to eat one. Did you see the stores on that dome where the talent event was held? I didn't. I don't think I paid attention. Why? What's up with them? We need EGC to eat Pinoy food together. That's I feel like is an art concept in itself. Like BGC going to like eating at Jollibee, for example, and like you know, bonding together while eating. That's like peak art concept right there. Oh, there's KFC. Oh my god, lol. I don't think I was able to stick around for that, because that was, by the time that was happening, we were preparing, I was already going back to base to prepare for the heist. It's like the shawarma scene from the first Avengers scene. Exactly! Yeah. Exactly that. Oh, man. We already did our chores. Yeah. Oh, wait. We need to go to blacksmith. Good thing I remembered, because I am a forgetful Dinoboi. Oh, I should get the gem so I can start having the next tool made. Where is it? It's this. Ooh, I'm getting eepy. But I want to try to get to winter. Dude, I want to try to get to winter. Yeah, we can probably do like the... Let's probably do... Yeah. Okay. Nice. You had a long day? Yeah. Technically, I streamed for more than 10 hours earlier, and then I'm doing this one. So I'm assuming in total that would put me to 12 to 13 hours of stream today, which is literally my entire day. I kind of feel bad though. I said in the caption, we're going to enter winter, but we're not even at winter yet in game. I miscalculated. I thought we were a bit nearer winter, to be honest. That's why I said, yeah, we're going to enter winter, but we're still like 3 to 4 days away. Oh my god. Chat still has jet lag from District 5, and that is absolutely understandable. Yeah, true, very true. Wait, where's the mayonnaise maker? Where's that positioned? Is it in here? Oh, there it is. Oh, the barrels eventually replace it. Yay, cheese! Guys, look, we have cheese! Let's sell the cheese. Yeah. I wonder if we can use like the flavored milks to make the cheese as well. If we need to pause before winter, it's like a pre-winter stream. That's true. I'll try to at least get to December 1. Sorry, winter 1 rather. In-game. I will try my best to. No promises, because I am on the verge of knocking the heck out soon. Okay. EP time. Reminds me of your milkshake brings out the boys to the yard. Oh yeah. I swear, I pull when I'm being silly. I just pull the most random shit out of my ass. I don't know where it comes from. I'm just that kind of guy, I guess. We might get an EP stream sooner than we thought. Imagine if I fall asleep on the stream again. Oof. Oh my lord. I'm watching just that part that you told Shelby. Oh, wait, which one was this? For the 5th time doing so? Hell yeah. Oh, the boat. Oh, yeah, the boat. Yeah, the boat heist is when it started, I think. That's when I started incorporating Milkshake brings all the boys to the yard. I think. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think that's where it first started. And then I started using it regularly as like a conversation tactic. Oh, wait, my bag's full. What the hell? Where you were distracting the op police sitting on your car? Oh, right. Oh, man. It's going to be so funny, like, seeing the contrast between the early days of Ryan to the later days of Ryan. The Kalabaw mask? Yeah, Tamaraw FX. Let's go. Yeah, those are going to be some of my fondest memories of the GTA server for sure. That, and in terms of vanilla unicorn moments, May and her Narnias with Hershey's Kisses poking out, that never fails to get me howling, dude. Ooh. There's something so comedic about seeing May with her big boobs and the Hershey's Kisses poking out, man. I cannot put my finger on it, but that shit's so funny. A lot of people were confused in the first day. That's true. That's true. Like, everyone just trying to get their bearings on the first day, and here I am being Ryan Jenner Coolidge, to be, like, just being the most outlandish character ever. Oh my god. Look at all these plants suddenly growing at the same time. What the hell? Is there any moment you think you will never forget? Yeah, May's boobs. That's number one. Let's see. I like the interaction with Kyle. I think that was funny. Because Because, you know, that was like Ryan actually being out for the day, you know? Because for the most part, he was hanging with the Vanilla Unicorn staff. But, you know, that was one of those moments where Ryan actually, like, took a day outside for himself. Dude, I'm still not gonna forget. You know, that one scene in the clothing store where we encountered Ren? I didn't realize that was Ren. But, you know, that's the whole point of the GTA RP, right? Why we don't have like the name tags and everything. You'll never know who you're interacting with. And I didn't recognize Ren's voice at all. I was just like, oh, who's this guy? They seem quite friendly to interact with me. I'm just like, oh, that's nice. And then I realized it's Ren. Like, oh wait, that was Ren. Cool dude. I was like so shocked. You and Kyle's interaction is so unexpected to me. You know what I want someone to do? You know what I need someone to do? I need someone to do like a compare and contrast of me and Calyx meeting in VCraft versus me and Calyx meeting in GTA. Just so that people can see the difference of that first interaction. I think that would be such a funny compare and contrast. Wait, oh my god. It took me the entire day to harvest all that? God damn. Ryan, we have to... Abba, no! Don't say that. Don't get me wrong, I'm looking forward to getting proper sleep, but at the same time, at what cost? Also, I just realized you're crazy, Abba. I just realized like how bad the hours are for you. So, good on you for surviving that. Although to be fair, I haven't been clocking in much at the Vanilla Unicorn for the last days because of my undercover endeavors and getting into BGC to further my endeavors. Oh, there's Zach. Damn, we're making so much money. We're making bank. What other chores do... I mean, we're not going to make it to the sprites anymore, so we might as well just finish the rest of the chores. Oh, we also need to milk the cows. Yeah. I feel like the real winner for people in that RP is... I feel like the real winner is Altus. I feel like out of everyone, Altus has the best body clock for GTA RP. In terms of hours. Okay, let's see. Favorite way of eating cheese. Wait, how the heck? How? Favorite way of eating cheese? Isn't the question just simply what's your favorite cheese? Well, I get that there's like different ways, like maybe cutting it, spreading it, but I feel like, How do we jump from cheese? Oh, I mean, because of the cheese maker, but oh my god. Oh, so how do I like my cheese in a way? Okay, fair enough. On pizza, melted mozzarella goodness. Yeah, melted mozzarella goodness. You can never go wrong with that. What did I forget to do? Milk the cows. Bitch, I'm a cow. String cheese. Oh, I remember as a kid, even up until this day, I like string cheese. I used to buy a lot of string cheese in Japan. But my gripe with it now is the common brand that they sell in Japan isn't my favorite. It's too hard for me. It's too rubbery. I'm kind of disappointed. There was like one brand of string cheese I used to buy a lot in Japan, but they discontinued it, I think. And I was so sad that they did, because it was better than the more common one that's on the market. Lactose intolerance can't relate. No, I'm sorry. But yeah. Yeah, string cheese for sure. Good old string cheese. No, just cheese. Just cheese. Like actual cheese sticks. Yeah. Yeah, pretty much that. Alright, let's put this in. It is indeed tragique. Tragique plastique. Yay, cheese! Alright, let's try importing some cheese and more milk that brings out the... Low-key, I feel like I have to do a price check on some of this stuff, because it might be better to have more plain cows than colored cows. Because if the markup is better on like stuff you sell to the maker, then it's worth having more plain cows than colored cows. Or flavored cows, I guess is a better way to put it. Given that they produce flavored milk. Yeah. All right. No, I'll probably just look it up online, like off stream. I'm not too pressed about doing it right away. Do we need... Wait, where's Doctor, by the way? Is he not usually home at this hour? Oh, there he is. Okay. Oh, okay. The game was still transitioning when we entered. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. Okay, you know what? Let's just keep going. I want to end stream ideally when it's winter, so that the thumbnail makes sense. I'd feel so bad if we don't reach winter this stream. Okay. We're gonna get our final harvest of the season soon. Alright, man, I'm looking forward to some good sleep. Hey, by the way, who's attending Dementia later? We're doing the Just Woke Up Secrets stream. So, Ryzers that are part of the membership get to ask questions that, if you're lucky enough, I'll answer. Wherein, there might be some questions which I wouldn't normally answer on a regular public stream that I would answer in a private stream. So, we can get a little playful that way. We can get very playful. Okay. So that and that and that. Bug. Well, let's milk the cows, I guess, while we're at it. So yeah, if you want to have a nice spicy start to your day, make sure to tune into stream later. Oh my god, it's so hard to reach some of these cows. Especially if they keep on blocking each other. Button Moe, thank you for the 5 recruitments. Hey, let's go. Recruitment so that more people can get sniped for our future streams, including the one that's happening later. Oh my god. Hey, let's go. Yeah, to everyone that got gifted, don't forget to thank your recruiters. Thank you. We love our recruiter team. Let's go, recruiters. Wait, I forgot. Wait, oh. Okay. Damn, we have a lot of animals we're caring for now, huh? 2 strawberries, 2 chocolates. We're missing 1, I think. Or is it because it's smaller size? Oh no, it's just smaller size for now. Okay, let's put the milk through the cheese machine, the cheese maker. Hell yeah. Man, what an autumn. We've been harvesting so much and we've been making good bank as well. We're gonna hold on to that. Yeah, you can use the custom emotes if you get the membership. And you get to attend the membership later if ever you're free and awake. Alright, let's get these. Good job. Join the Blazing Gang. Yippee! Exactly. Come join us, Cupcake. It's one heck of a good time. And honestly, that could be me being biased, but I'm just saying. Alright. Amplify. Am I forgetting anything? I don't think I'm forgetting anything. Wait, how's our seed supply actually? Okay, that's good. Mika, my angel, thank you so much for the 5 recruitments. Thank you, thank you. Thank you so much. Okay, sorry. I thought of I remembered a tweet I wanted to make. All right. Okay. Yeah, thank you, Mika. And big shout out again to all our clippers. You guys are the GOAT. Thank you so much for clipping all the key moments. Like, we appreciate you guys so much. We just lay in the ground and go to sleep as our idle animation. Let's go. Honestly, the Clippers have been doing so well these past days. Like, thank you guys for real. There's so many people that are able to see our shenanigans because of how hard you guys have been working and, you know, being able to distinguish those key moments. I am so grateful to you guys, okay? Like, I hope you all know that. Like, I am extremely grateful to each and every one of you that's been clipping Ryan Jenner moments from the GTA roleplay. Thank you. Big love, guys. Big love. Am I forgetting anything? I think we can sleep early. Oh wait, we can at least give flour to the sprites. I'm glad you enjoyed it. I'm glad y'all enjoyed it. Ryzar, you forgot something. Oh my god, was it my nose job again? Oh, is it crooked? Did I forget to align it? Oh my god, how embarrassing. Oh. What was that? No. What did I forget? Dude, I'm too... Oh my god, I'm so tired from it. No, you forgot how cute you are. Ah, why you gotta do that? Why you gotta do that, huh? Why you gotta make me all fuzzy like that, huh, Cupcake? Y'all making me fuzzy with your compliments and treats. That's... Damn. That's some crazy weaponization right there. Y'all weaponizing my vital points. Did you get your yogurt? I haven't yet, but this week, for end of week for sure. I only got Jello, which is a decent replacement and alternative for the meantime. So I'm not too pressed about it. Yeah, I think we did all the chores, no? Yeah, okay. Bedtime. Yes, one more day and it's finally winter. Let's go. Today is the pumpkin jamboree. I'd better get some sweets ready. What the hell? Wait, what? Is there a use to me preparing something sweet? Alright, let's see. Sweets. Let's see our sweets options. Or are they all at the end? Ooh, moon dumplings, chocolate cookies. What should we make, guys? Churros, we can make... Ooh, we can make ice cream. We can actually do ice cream. You know, let's do ice cream. I'm kind of feeling ice cream. Yay, yummy ice cream to bring to the pumpkin jamboree. Morning, Cupcake. You seem as healthy. Yeah, hell yeah. Skip the tricks and go straight to treats today. Taking extra credit share. Oh, so this is the alternative to... This is the alternative to trick or treat. Halloween. That's what they meant by it. Oh, I'm going to make more then. Dango flour. Okay. Man, that reminds me of all the Ryzars we haven't seen in a while. I hope they're doing okay. I miss everyone. Alright, it's like, come home to Dinoboi. Oh, looks like someone's here for their trick or treat. Hi. Today's the pumpkin jamboree. It's a day where you gotta give treats to kids, so give me some treats. Here you go. Wow, thanks. Bye-bye. Aw, that's so cute. Yeah, so it is trick-or-treating. Oh, it's the last day. Yeah, technically we don't need the sprites anymore. Because, yeah. Treats! Exactly! Treats! Good harvest. We got a pretty sizable harvest for autumn. So I'm happy about that. Alright. Wait, we gotta be wary of when new people come. Oh, speaking of new people. Hello there. Hey, today's a pumpkin jamboree, so I came to get some treats. Hand them over. Here you go. Thanks. Okay, bye. Lamau. Alright. Look at us participating in the spirit of Halloween. Nobody can say we're a bad neighbor, right? Like, we're literally doing this of our own free will, for nothing in exchange. Just for the happy smiles of the children of the village. Yeah. Yeah, that's how we'll put it. All right. Oop. I need a shave. I'm literally, because of the GTA, I'm having stubble like Ryan's at this point. Oh shit, I accidentally ate it. Wait, which other cow? Yeah, there's pink cows too. They give strawberry milk. It's pretty cute and pretty yummy. Minty moo. Wait, what? Why are we short on milk anyway? Okay. Oh, wait, I hadn't picked it up yet. That's why. Okay. Time to feed you guys. Wait, let's start from the bottom. 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Aww. Good poor another Rena. I'm being all shy in the corner. Can we clip this yet? I don't think so. Oh, we can, but our bag's full, so let's put the fodder back first. Yeah. Luke, I am your father. Sorry, that was stupid. Anyway. Bro, you're in the way! Please, Moo-Mooey. I adore you, but I need you to move. I need someone to move. There we go. Oh, my lord. There we go. Okay. Alright. Puppy! Such a cute baby. Very, very cute baby. I wonder if there's any other kids coming. No, wait. What is Popuri doing here? Hey, so today's the pumpkin jamboree, right? Don't you think it isn't fair that only kids get treats? That's why I came. I want some too. Fine. Here you go. Bro. That's so funny. I wasn't expecting she was gonna arrive. Okay. I think we're good, right? Okay, we just need to do this part next, and we're actually fully good to go. Okay. Oh, wait. Nope, 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 nope. All right. Okay. Remember when you used the Stitch voice? Oh God. Oh, yes, I do. Yeah, I do. That ooh. Yes, the Stitch voice. Okay, who's coming next? Wait, is there anyone coming next? I guess not. You know what? Now's a good time to actually use the sickle. Because, yeah, we barely get to use the sickle. Bro, imagine if Altus did the Onimaru voice for his next RP. Oh my god. That would be something. That would actually be truly, truly something. Alright. Oh wait, is there any new arrivals? Nope. Guess we're not getting any more new arrivals. Unless I had already missed them, which is a huge possibility given how much I tend to lock in and not realize how fast the time flies. Anyone? I'm looking. You better come now if you want your candy. Well, I guess not. Okay. Almost there, man. Hang in there. It's the last day of autumn. Make the most of it. Wait, how tired am I? I didn't notice how many hearts we have left on our HP. Oh shit, we're on at 0? Okay, never mind. We ain't doing shit. Lane, thank you so much for the 1 recruitment. Thank you, thank you. I guess no one else is coming for treats. Okay. If 5 don't arrive, then GG. Oh, wait, I thought I low-key thought, wait, do you want one? Okay. I low-key thought Zach came for treats for a moment, then I realized, oh wait, right, he's picking up the stuff at this hour. Thank you again, Lane, for the 1 recruitment. And Shani, Sweeney, thank you for 13 months now, Shani, let's go. Happy 13 months, Cupcake. Hell yeah. Man, it still blows my mind seeing Ryzar in the double digits. I can't wait for people to start hitting their 20th milestone and be like, whoa, we're in the 20s now. Yeah, I think we got everything. We should probably just rest early at this point. Oh! Today is the pumpkin jamboree. I thought you might have forgotten, so I took the liberty and made some treats for you. I followed the recipe exactly. I believe they should be edible. Should. I had too many sweets. Oh no, are my teeth gonna fall out now? Aww. That's so thoughtful of Doctor. Wait, is it in our inventory at least? What did he make for us? Oh, it's not in the inventory. Okay. Let's do our first day of winter. That was the whole purpose of the stream after all, to make it to winter, and we did. Wait, let's put this in the fridge first. Okay, okay, okay. Put these in here. And we're good. All right, let's enjoy our first day of winter. Yippee! Ooh, Soupy, do you like winter? Cute, very cute. Oh wait, I didn't realize oranges grew still in winter. Good to know. Okay, okay. My favorite holiday. Or a holiday, my favorite season rather. Mr. Joan, terima kasih for the Minchakarai Zupa. Hey, thanks, man. Thank you, thank you. Thank you so much. Can rest soon, yeah. I can rest, and then tomorrow we do Menchi, and after Menchi I can treat myself. I might do a spa day tomorrow. I might actually finally do the spa day I've been looking to do. Because, you know, since I only have stream in the morning for me, which is evening for North America, it's like, this could be fine. This could finally be my chance to go to the spa. Because Lord knows how badly I need it, okay? I feel like it's good timing too. You know how for the past weeks, even months, I've been wanting to go to the spa but could never find time? I feel like this is the right moment. After going through 12 days of GTA, like this is actually the moment. Relaxing spa day for the Dinoboi. Hell yeah. Oh. I almost chipped my nail. Yeah. Yeah, I can use all, you know, I can use the treats y'all have been giving your Dinoboi to go to the spa. Oh. Finally. Finally. Actually, you know what? Just thinking of it, it's like, yes, I can finally rest. Okay, there we go. All right, we got that done. And we have to do the milk. Oh, wait, we already did the milk, right? Did the milk? No? Yeah, we did the milk already. Okay, I'm forgetful. I'm forgetful like that. Hey, Cooketch. Good Cooketch. Wait, do you want a brushie? One ticket to the spa for Ryzar. Thank you for the spa. I almost said the F word. Thank you for the spa. The F word. Yeah. Thank you. Cute horse, right? Very, very cute. All right. What F word? No, I'm not going to say it. Can't make me. You can't make me. Not gonna happen. Okay. Elaborate? No need. No need. Absolutely no need. We're chilling, right? So no need to, yeah, no need to. No need to expound on this topic. This is the best. Onsen during winter season, peak. Actual peak. Oh my god. Oh my lord. Mr. Joan, let's go spa day. I hope you enjoy it. Right, you deserve it. Thank you, Mr. Joan. That's so generous of you. Thank you for the banana treat. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Okay. This is so relaxing to look at. Have you tried skiing? Ooh, that's a fun question. Honestly, I haven't yet. Because I've never really had the chance to really go to places which have skiing. Yeah. I've only been to like mountains that have like ski ranges, like probably like 2 times in my life. Yeah, I remember going to this place in British Columbia, Canada, where it was like mountainous. I forgot what it's called. Is it Whistler? No, that's not it. And it had like a village and everything, and I'm pretty sure they had skiing. Yeah, I've only ever been to like maybe I can only recall one place at the top of my head. Maybe 2. But I would love to. Whistler, yeah, I think it was Whistler. I think it was Whistler actually. Yeah. Oh right, because you're from Canada. Right. Yeah. It was Whistler. Yeah, it was Whistler. And they have skiing there, right? I mean, I assume they have skiing there, right? Because it's quite mountainous, so it would make sense to have skiing there, no? But yeah, I really want to experience it at least once in my life, though. I think I'd enjoy it. Skiing and especially snowboarding, because I do like the idea of just boarding, so yeah. And Vic! Vic, yo! I pitch in 2. Please have a wonderful, relaxing day. Vic, yo, that means a lot, fam. A strawberry Ryzupa to a pink strawberry Ryzupa. Thank you so much. That is so generous. Thank you. That's really generous, actually. Holy moly. I appreciate you a lot. I'll make the most. I'll make the most of the spa funds. Okay? I will make the most of it. Don't you worry. If you're that generous, then, you know, it just makes your Dinoboi want to make sure he has a relaxing day, because Cupcake said so. Yeah. Thank you. He said the thing. What? Did I? Oh. Bruh. Oh. Don't even... Okay, no, please keep your cats, your dogs, your horses, your fish away from your phone. Thank you very much. Please don't. Please keep them away from your phone. Ryzars, keep pets away from phone. Keep objects which might fall on phone away from phone. Oh my god. Wait, let's give this flower to the sprites at least. Oh god, I love Mineral Town during the winter though. It's so pleasant to look at. Yeah. You don't know exactly what thing I'm talking about, Cupcake. Okay, you guys are okay. Frick. I was about to say you guys are behaving, and then like red super for Ryra spa day. Okay, you know what? That seems like an innocent. You know, that seems innocent enough. I'll graciously accept that. Thank you for the mint chocolate rice super. Thank you. What about pillows dropping? Sorry, my pinky toe touched my screen. You watch the streams with your feet? Is that what you're trying to tell me? Like like I'm imagining you right now, like your toe grippers just grasping onto your phone, and oh, interesting, very interesting. Oh god, what's next? Your intestines? What's gonna be next? Like, oh no, my intestines wrapped around the phone and it suddenly clicked the... Oh my lord. It sounds like something out of a horror movie, high key. I want to test something in the cave. Well, we finally hit winter. Also, Lane, if you're still there, thank you for the thumbnail. It's so special to me. I mean, I'm like a broken record saying how much I love the winter season. Pan pakapan. I've got a message for a certain Ryzar who's always sending me offerings. With my power, I can let you warp instantly to a convenient spot in the mines you've already reached. Which floor is good, you ask? Well, the next time you enter either of the two mines, you'll be able to choose. Or you would have, but you haven't even reached floor 50 of a mine yet. Too bad, you're going to have to dig deeper, I say, and once you get to the 50th floor, you'll be able to warp. Ooh. Okay. I'm so curious. Does the hoe... Oh, it doesn't apply here. Oh, man. That's one of the reasons why I upgraded the hoe and the hammer in the first place, so that we can, like, do multiple digs. I was hoping. But I guess that won't be the case. Alright. There we go. It's always satisfying to mine during the winter. So true. So true. Because it's like, you know, you have nothing else you can do on your farm except for take care of the animals. So it's like, this is just the pastime. Oh, wait, what? It is kind of starting to getting hard to find. Uh-oh. We're just digging casually. We're not actually trying to like dig right now. It's just more of, you know what, since it's winter, might as well visit the mines. Okay. Oh, this is what the this is what the goddess installed. They installed like a freaking they installed a panel. What the hell? That's so funny. And is it on this other cave as well? Yes, it is. Lol. Okay. Ryzar, do you play Stardew Valley? I've tried it before, but I've never like fully played it yet. I'd always like try playing it, but never go all the way further in. Like I'd only experience a few days and that's it. I do intend on trying it eventually. Yeah. Okay, let's save. Okay, we successfully made it to winter as we wanted to. So yes, welcome winter season. My favorite season ever. All right, let us head back into our Zatsu room, shall we? Okay, thank you again, Ryzars, for hanging today. Chua, thank you for the mint chocolate, Ryzupa. How to send funds, jokes aside. Also, for 12 days of GTA, you did really well. Yes, I'm a broken record, too, for saying this many times. Oh, thank you. Thank you. That means a lot. Thank you. Hey, yo, Cupcake, don't forget to like the stream, okay? Don't forget to like the stream and subscribe if you haven't yet, all right? All right? If you don't mind, of course. If you don't mind supporting this Dinoboi. Oh, man. Okay, let's see what we got going on here. Ugh. And Mr. Joan, thank you for the one recruitment, fam. Thank you, thank you. So yeah, we shall wrap up for tonight, Cupcake. But yeah, I feel that was okay. You serve the rest. Thank you, thank you. Most certainly shall. To all my Blazing Gang members, see you all for the Menchie later, okay? That's happening in like 9.5 hours ish from now. I'm gonna put up the waiting room as soon as I finish stream. So, all said and done, let's part ways from here, okay? But yeah, let's all get some well-deserved rest, okay? And take it easy if you can, whenever you can for the rest of the week, Cupcake, okay? Only work hard when you need to, but yeah, always remember to take that breather, because it's just as important. All right, then. Also, this has been Ryzar Blazenfang, one heck of a Dinoboi from First Stage Production, EN Second Generation Ravenous. See y'all again next time, and thanks for hanging out today. Bye, Cupcake. I almost switch to the starting screen, Lamo. Bye. Oh, what a good time. That was very chill. Yeah, I needed that. I needed a nice chill session with Cupcake. And it's gonna be nice going back to normal. Take care, take care. You as well, Cupcake, you too. Okay, I need to take a shower. Actually, shower, skincare, and just go into deep sleep. Will we raid into anybody? Let's see if we can. Let's do a raid into Cass. Okay. Bye, guys. Till next time. Dinoboi out. Shit. I knocked down my controller, Lamo. All right. Bye, guys.